Alright, it's been a day or two. What region am I in? If I finished polyominoes, right? Go up there, they're not activated yet. We're going over here. This was shape bank and mingle shape. Neighboring regions must have different shapes. Great. Looks like a worldwide delta. Alright, this one. Not so hard. Huh. Does this count? Does. That's gonna screw that up, right? Wait, this doesn't cause a mistake? Alright, there's a way to do this. Maybe it's this. 1, 2, a 1, 2, and a 1. Okay. It's gotta be this way. It's absolutely forced. Yeah, that was forced. Forced to the hilt. Go over here. Oh, we got rows, mingle shape, and rows windows. This is not absolutely forced. We could do this. We can also do this. So this one is forced. No, there's no shape bank here. So we have to go this way. Because we can't have the same shape. I guess we have to do that. This can fill in there. I can't loop around, so this has to come like this. There we go. Wait, is this the puzzle I'm looking at right now? Not quite. How about kitty corner? We can't have any singles like that, so it's not gonna work. Ooh, this was tough because you can't have singles, so they have to connect. I think it has to come around like that. And then this one can't be the same. Oh, it won't be the same. We're stuck with this. We can't mingle on the same side. Oh. It's not gonna work. I guess we can do that. It doesn't have to be... We're stuck here. This is non-unique if we do it this way. These have to connect. Otherwise we're stuck. We get a 2, we get a single here, so this has to come out. And then we have to... we got a 1 and a 2 here. We get a 3 and a... but the 1... Oh, we can just do that. Continue on. Cross the streams. Polyomino. Well, this one. Can't do that. No, we can't. We can't touch this. Can't do that though. There we go. Stuck here. We're 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 stuck there. We're stuck here. We're stuck here. We're stuck there. We're stuck there. No, no, no! Yeeja, yeeja. Look at that. I think we did a version of this puzzle before. Now the polyominoes don't have to be exclusive. We're not restricted in our shapes. Yeah, I'm just riffing here. Like that. That's not enough room here. We gotta shave some stuff. Could do this though. Why? Oh, they can't mingle shape. Doi. Get this there. So this doesn't work because this will touch that one. Unless I can reach that one. Can't. This one. Have to come like that. This is the problem. The touching ones have to be in the same shape. That's the restriction. We can do that. But can I rotate this in a different way? Gotta work. I can come here. Go up that way. What am I doing? 1, 2, 3. 2, 3. So this is the restricted one up here in the corner. Difficulty 2, but is it possible to get all 4 of these? No, it's not 4 wide, so it's not possible. There, we fit in the corner like this. We have to do it like that. That forces this. Do it this way. This one too. They're all like this. How is this a 2? With that. Work. And this won't work. Work either. Yeah, but if I do if I do this, they'll touch. Is there a way to fit this in? It's touching. If I move it over, this can't abide. They can't abide this, and you can't get 4 in 1. It's too far away. It's a 2. They have to be touching. 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 They can't touch each other. They go this way. Go this way, and then go this way. This way, and that way. This way, that way. This way. This way, that way. Now this is the problem. You go this way, and then bam, dead. No, it's just a 2. It's 2. They get lucky? The only possible positions for this one is in the middle. But then it's touching, and it won't work. So it has to be this one, or the boot. If it's the boot, it's coming down like this, and then this is touching. It won't work. So this one is forced to be here. Be here. Go around this corner. So how do I make this one not touch this one? It has to be on the long side. Like, this is no other way. This is totally forced. So how do I get this one not to touch this one? These two touch. So if it's this one, I have to go like this, and go like that. We get 3 in 1. Then this one touches, and it's wrong. Again. This one touches and it's wrong. Like, they can't touch. They simply, if they touch, they have to be in the same shape. This one doesn't have any other shape it could be. They have that and it's touching. This is forced. But this one can't touch this one, or that one. This is the only way. Oh, wait a minute. We get mirror images. We can do this. So now I gotta get a shape that doesn't touch this too. And that one. I think I had this before. Has to come around like this. This one can be the boot like that. Alright, found it. I've just been more methodical about it. You are forced. So are you. It has to be this. Doing Mingle shape. So you have to be there. Oh, no, they have to be together. It's not possible to do it without them touching. Same with this one. This one. Ooh. Here's the problem. I can't get all three. How do I configure this so they don't touch? This can't come up because it'll touch this one. So it has to come down, and the only thing they can agree with is that it has to touch it. There's just no way. This one can't come up because it'll touch. So it has to come. It can't go left because it'll touch. Touch way too many here, so it has to come down. This is forced. Then it has to come up here. There we go, I see it now. These guys can go this way. Big boys. Oh, a oneer. Let's do the oneer. The bracket can't fit down here, so it has to be this. Oh, Mingle too. It has to be there. To go there. This is a 1, so it's just a pattern that repeats. Okay. Select those tiles. This has to be a 3. Has to be a 2. As is this. This has to be a 3 as well. This has to be a... Oh, we got a problem here. So this has to go over a 3. So we need a 2, and then we need a 3, and we break. Oh, there's a force in the middle. Okay. Okay. How is this going to work? Is this not impossible? 2s can't touch this one. So it has to be 2. Every one of these blocks has to be a 3. And they have to touch like this. Like they have to touch. What am I missing? None of these can be 2s. Huh? They touch. Like, this is not possible. Is this a mistake? How do you get all 3s that don't touch? You gotta use the corners. That's what we gotta use. And that's the solution. Alright. Two forces. Big squares, huh? Well, the big square can't fit here, but can the big square fit here? We can't have a single here. So I think the big square has to be here. We have a triple and a single. The triple and a single here. And then a big box. A triple here. I guess it's a big box here. A single, a triple. Single, single, single. Okay. Okay. You're absolutely forced. So are you. This is not forced. We can do that. We can do this. Yeah, none of this is forced. We have a corner here, and it has to be a different shape. So these are together. You can go this way, and go this way. We know it's a triple box. Which means we need a buffer here. That big boy there. Oh, they touch. Maybe a buffer zone. You have a box here. Yeah, but then we need a double, and that's gonna break. Oh, we can do this. Okay, we don't need to double that. I forgot we have to grow that. So if we do this, we have to do that. Really? I'm guessing. Can I even this out? That will have to be a 2 if we do this. And that means this has to be a box. Which means this has to be a triple. Which means this has to be a double, this has to be a double. Okay, I mean a box and a double. This is challenging. I don't know why they left us here. Another 3. Let's do this 3. This is forced. Yeah. That fits. That fits. No, they can't touch. We have a barrier. We have a triangle barrier. I wonder if we can do it the same way. No, it's thinner. There we go. Let's do this one. Oh, wow. So we're gonna need to do this. Of course, we can't do that. So I think we're gonna need to sandwich these against the wall as much as we can. This is a problem here. Can't touch. Maybe make it asymmetrical? That seems to be the right way. But we have this problem. The middle's a problem. So, can we rotate these? They'll touch if they rotate, won't they? We like do this. Yeah, they'll touch like this. Maybe keep the top the same. Now they're touching. Rotate around. I think we have to do it like this. No, this is what I just had. Yeah, we can't do it like this. This is what I just had. This is simply not possible. With that corner. They're touching. They can't do this. We can't put any of them here because they'll touch. You can do that, but then we have this corridor of truth here that doesn't work. So maybe, oh, okay, this is the shape. Okay. The center has to be a single. Yowza. 3 and 2, 2 and that doesn't work. 3 and 2, 3 and 1. That's a configuration that works. But I'm worried because this is non-unique. Well, it could be unique because if this has to be a 3, then this configuration, but I can reverse it. If this has to be a 2, I can flip them. I can't. Once I do it, this locks in. We're stuck. This doesn't work. Can do it the other way, though. So this means that has to be a 3. We can't do that. We do it like this. We're stuck again. Configuration was forced. We're gonna have to have some stickers. We can't do it like this either. Two. And we need a 3 here. We can't do that. This one has to come this way or this way. Just come this way or this way. Like, we have to come out this way. Oh, okay. Here's the force. This is a 3. This has to come out, and that's the only way it can fit. So it has to be a 2. This has to be a 3, but it can go that way. How about here? This has to be a 3, it can only go this way. This has to be a 2, it can only go this way. This has to be a 3, and this has to be a 3. They both can't touch. So we're going up like this. Why do I trundle around when I just find the force? This has to be a 2. This has to be a 3. This has to be a 2. That has to be a 3 this way. This has to be a 3 this way. This has to be a 3 this way. That has to be a 2 there. Polyominoes. Let's build our own board. These guys have to touch. Let's touch this way. They can't touch. They have to touch on the corners. Because we can't force a single into there. Alright, there goes our clues. Now we can't do a double here, so we have to do that. If those things has to be a triple, can't go up to the top. Double has to come out here. Double, single, double. Okay. Yowza. Well, these can't touch. Because they're different shapes. Okay. Gives us some indication of what to do. Well, this is forced then. Can't really do anything else about it. This one is not forced, however. Oh. And we're not restricted. So this one has two possibilities. I can't go here. I think it has to go like this. That's too close to that. We can do that though. But then that would make that happen, so we can't. This can't come down, so it has to go up. We can put an L here, but it's gonna be the same as this guy. Let's do that up again. We have an L, and I think it has to come here. Double. This has to be the triple. No, it can't be. It's touching. This L can't touch the other L. And explore the other shape. Okay, it can't come down. It has to come down like this. This forces it to touch here. We can't do that. This one has to come this way. No way around it. This one has to come like this. There's got to be an L configuration I can do, but I can't. It seems like this puzzle is broken. There's a configuration I'm not seeing. Alright. These can't touch. This is absolutely forced. This guy is not totally forced yet. He only has two possibilities. This one and that one. And it seems to restrict this quite a bit. This guy. We can do that. That's fitting. I don't know why I'm solidifying it. That's... Oh, wait a minute. These guys can touch. But they're too far away. Because I can't do this. Like this. In fact, because of this, I have to do this. Like, I don't see how it's possible. Can't have any other shape. Because of that, I can't do that. But this guy is also forced. This absolutely forces it to this. And this person is forced to go in one direction and one direction only. And it breaks the puzzle. There's no way around this. This fits, but it doesn't fit on the thing. Like, this has to come this way. There's just no way around it. Right? There's no way. Now, because there's no other way for it to go... Oh, no, I can go this way. I didn't try this before. Okay, that's what I missed. These guys can't touch, these guys can touch. This has to come down and go here. Fit in there. This guy too can come... No, it can't. That works. A reflection I didn't see. And there she be. Wow. Well, the question is it this? Or is it that? I think it has to be this one. Because then we have the triple here. Oh no. Triple there and that. This guy can just be a square. We don't care. That's free. Huh. You can't have a single, double, single, right? Like, it's just not possible. You can't. It has to be that shape. Okay. So this is impossible then. There has to be a triple touching one of these, and there has to be a triple touching one of these. So, like, this is it. And this side, there has to be a triple touching one of these squares. At least one. So we're broken. We can't have a double, we can't wrap around. We don't care. The square is safe. It's totally isolated. Might as well leave the square. There's something I'm misunderstanding. This shape needs a triple and a single. Okay. Just a rotation I didn't see. The forces. Pretty sure that's forced. Yeah, they'll touch any other way. This has a chance of escaping, like that. It's gotta go there, there's no other way for it to go. It's gotta avoid it. Can't touch there. He has to avoid this way. There we go. Some of them are easy. Oop, little dude in there. Let's do 1-4, and then I'll take. Oh, we got a guy up here. A 3 and a 3. Okay, let's do these 2 3s. Oh, and a 4. Oh, rose windows again. So we have basically this shape and this shape, but of course we're not allowed to do that. There's got to be some mingling. Also symmetrical. Every shape has to have it. Where's the crossover point? It's got to be. Can't do it like this. We have to come around. This will make it asymmetrical. How do we get out? Obviously not allowed. There's a crossover point. So these have to be separated. These have to be separated. This has to be separated. There's no other way to go. At the end. So this one is the one that can come around, right? No, it blocks it off. Not enough room. Symmetry! It can't go any further. This. It blocks up that purple. Then I can't get through it. Wait a minute. I can do this. This is symmetrical again. Like, how do I get across? Yeah, but once we do this, then this becomes a hard wall. We can't go across, and then we're stuck in symmetry land. So we can't cross this line. Like, if we do this, you have to do the equivalent with this. This can reach either purple, but this one can't, so this one has to reach like that. You just do that. There it is, an extra space. And that was the key. Grab an extra space. Yowza. Now the leeway is over here. You can do a 3 there. And we're stuck with a 2. 2. 2. We can't get 3s in the middle. Well, this guy is a 2. This guy's also, well, this guy's got freedom. If forced. We definitely have a 2 here, but we don't know the direction. Alright, so this blue can only touch these 2 guys, and this blue can touch 3 guys. So if I did this, that would be forced. We'd have 2 2s. We can't do it like that. We do it like this. Curve, and then we have this. We have a triple here, that would work. And then we need a double. This would cost 2 doubles in a row. You do a double here, and then a double there. No, it's not going to work. You can do an L, and then a double. Then we can do a long line, and a double. We can do a 3 and a 2. Okay. Alright. Oh, there's a 2 I missed. Let's get that 2 out of the way. And then I'll take a break. Yowza. Ape Bank. Yeah, the problem with that, we can't do this. But we're gonna have to do something like this. Right? We really don't have... Ah! And this is why it's a 2. It's gonna be a repeating pattern. Can't do it like that. You have a problem in this corner. Okay, we gotta find where it's forced. Down here. We got this. Yeah, we have to have that. This breaks. So the only way to get to this corner is to fill this in. That causes a block, so we're stuck like this. So we need to go next to it like that. Which forces this. Alright, then we need to go here. Forces that. This forces this. We need to go there. How did I not see that? This is what I had, right? Put it up there. Right, this is a force. That's a force. And we have the cross. There we go. Alright. Oh. Looks like we only have big boys left. Except for all the hidden ones I didn't find. Take a quick look around. 5 over here, 4 over there. Alright, that's it for now. I'll be back. See you next time. Back into the Glimmith. Where were we? Did I forget everything? Oh, it's like the neighbor stuff, right? 3. Mingle shape, that's what it's called. Mingle shape. You can't go. But you can go, and you can go, so we're not forced here. You can go. Forced. You're also not forced. Here. That's not possible. That's impossible, Ralph likes to say. So now we have a fork. We know it's one of these shapes. Don't know that though. We have 2 possible L's. That works there. Well, let's try. Let's go this L. And what would we do here? We could do that L. Oh, and they're mingle shaped, of course. Just forgot that. So I think we're a little easier here. We could do that. We have an L here. Have to do this. Now this is... we don't know which direction it's going to go in. Well, if it's going to touch on that direction. 2 L's here. Yeah, okay. Oh, we got a guy in the corner. Guy in the corner. So why do I leave myself the hard ones? Anybody hiding down there? Ooh, found you already. Look. Got people over here. This is different puzzles. I suspect they are. Alright, we're just gonna jump into a 4. Yowza. Well, guess what's forced? You have to come out here. You have to come out here. Well, no, you don't. But we need a 3 here. So this can't be a 3. It has to be a 2. Because any way we slice it, we're going to be touching it with a 3. I mean, it has to be a 1. We can 3 here. Yeah, it has to be. So the 3 has to come here. That means it needs to be a 1 up there. For these 2 squares. We have a 2 here and a 1 there. So we have a 2 here. Well, how about this corner? We can't put a 3 here. We can put a 2 and a 3 and a 1. I'm writing this like it's forced, but I don't know if it is. Now, that's not the 3 touching. Do a 3 here. No, we can't do that. So I think this has to go down. Touch the 3 here. We touch the 2 there. We have a 1 and a 2. We have another 1 up there. We have a 3 here. A 2 here and a 1 there. Okay. It worked out. A 3, a 2, a 1, a 3. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo! Catch a stained glass window. Okay, let's do this one. Yowza. You just ship click these. Have to be filled in first. Alright, we got Mingle shape. So anything like this is that's impossible. You are forced. Well, this guy can't touch any of that. You can come around this way, though. You have a 2 down here. It doesn't like that. You go this way. You do a 3 and a 2 there. Can't go up, can't go down, so you have to go this way. We need the 2 to fill in that. We can have a 1 to finish that off. Need a 2 to go here. We're stuck. This. We have a 2 that touch both of these wonderful things. And then a 3. 3 can't go that way, and it can't go that way. Oh no! Is there another way to do this? I'm only sure about these 2. Well, we can't have this. Like, they have to radiate out like that, otherwise they'll touch each other. Alright, this guy has to radiate up because he'll touch that dude. So we got mistakes down here. Okay. So we have a 3 and a 1. Then we have a problem because we can't. You have to put a 1, and then it's too many 1s. So this is also not right. We could do that. We could do this. The 1 there, okay. We can't have a we can have a. Oh, we can't have a straight line. That works, and the 2 fits up here. Okay. You have to come down. Have some room here. Can't go this way. Can, however, go that way. We can have a 2. No, then we need 2 singles. So I'm not sure that's. We can't have that. So maybe this. We have a 2 up there. And. A 1, a 2, and a 1. That took me longer to see than it should have. That took me longer to see. Here we go. Yowza! Where's with syrups? Ooh, okay, we got pressure here. Is this forced? And we're shape banked, so it's gotta. Can we do something like this? And the answer is no, we're broken. No, we're broken. So I think we gotta slide this over by one. And then we gotta give ourselves the paddle. And we can fit into the slot. However, no, we can't. We can't go up on the side because it'll hit that one. Alright. So we got another paddle, but we don't have good. Now, the problem is this. Do we have a shape that can fit over here? The answer is no. However, we can do this, and then we do have a shape that can fit over here. We have a paddle. Oh, we're mingle shaping. We're mingle shaping. Of course we are, because that's the whole section. And this slips my mind. Alright, so we're going to leave this for now. We got to give this an ability. Let's just really see if this is forced. We can't go that way. We could do this. Oh, okay, we could. No, but then we have a shape bank violation. This doesn't work. And we can't escape this. I think we're forced. Now the problem is here. It seems like the only way we can get rid of this. Oh, okay, I see what we have to do. No, we can't do that. They can't touch. They're just too far apart. These two can't touch. You can't touch this. We could do that and then fit them in like this. Now, why am I coloring that in? Because I'm not sure this is going to work. So then we need the pips to make this work. Now, we can't pip over here. We can't paddle over here. So we have to do this, and then that breaks this part. Oh, they're touching. Mingle shape, mingle shape. Is there another configuration that this works with? This is too bounded. They can't touch. This is trapped. Well, let's try it. Nothing will fit here. Let's mirror it. No, nothing will fit there either. Makes us want to say that, but can we do it any other way? We could paddle over here. We could tee over here. We could paddle again, and we can get this. So this is all working out so far. Broken. That's all speculation. It's touching. It can't deal with that. And the problem with this guy, it creates trapped cells. Oh wait, we can do the... What are we gonna call this? Mithras head from Risk of Rain 2. Mithrix, that's his name, Mithrix. If you're not sure what I'm talking about, you can look it up. Now this is all garbage. So we gotta do the square over here. And then we gotta do this. It's the only way it'll fit. So we need a paddle. The only thing, and then we can, oh, this was right. We can go up here with that. Now the question is, does the T and the paddle fit together? Can't fit that way. Got a trap here. Flip it over the other way, we also got a trap. Got a paddle, and then we can tee this way. And then we can W that way. And it's still okay. Question is, can we fill this stuff in? The paddle isn't gonna cut it. We get a W, and they don't touch, and then we have a paddle. It worked. It worked. I call the Mithrix head a W. It's like a W. 6s. How many have I missed? What's this thing say? 3 left. 1, 2, 3. But there's usually pluses. Who's down there? Okay, I'm turning my head to go around the corner. Here we go. A 5er. Another 4. Let's get you. Well, what do you know, Joe? These are forced. Me, shape bank, and mingle shape. So that has to be a square. No two ways about it. We are forced. Drake, we are leaving. We get a triple over there and a double to cap it off to separate our wonderful squares from squares. Now we have a double or a triple here. Then we can that. Go blue, shall we? What am I putting here, huh? Well, it has to be the double. There's just no way around this. And then we have a problemo. Now we can square here. And then the triple goes that way. So I wonder if this is correct. We can sequester our squares from each other. Now, do we have a symmetrical shape that fits? 2 squares is 8, then 11, then 14. We got 5, we got 15. This doesn't touch any of everything, so that if it's it has to be a triple, it has to come this way. This guy could be a double. We can get a square up here, a double up here, and a square there. Quite a beautiful pattern. It's a beautiful pattern. 5, 5, 5. 4, 5. Yowza. Polyominoes. We're not restricted to shape, so we can have singles. We can't come up here. We can't come up here. We can, however, do a triple. Because a double will beget a double. And then they'll touch. So I think we're forced to this, which forces that, which forces this. This can't touch, so we're going down. We're going down to Chinatown. We can have a single. Nothing wrong with that. We can have a triple as well. We have a single here, so I think we have the triple because single double's not going to work anyway because of the polyomino. You can go this way, or you can go that way. No, we can't go that way because mingle shape is in effect. That's impossible. Oh, we can go this way. Can in fact be a triple. This can in fact be an L, for all we know. Let's leave this blank for now. The double can come down this way. It can't go that way. It can go that way. It can go that way. Which means this has to go this way. This has to go this way. This has to go this way. And where are you gonna go? That can go there. I get a triple, single, single, triple. Oopsie poopsie. Single, double, triple, no, 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 no. Oh, this way perhaps? Then we get a triple, triple. Alright, okay. Be a naughty boy and put the shapes together. Alright, we're going for a 5. Now the 5s and the 6s, it's all about finding your forces. Use the force, Luke. Why is that impossible? It certainly works. We can't single and then double. Like, that's just not gonna work. We can't do this, then we get 2 singles together. We can't go out like that. We can do this. This is a good shout to me, I think. But of course, here I'm working in the upper right corner when we have forces down here. So, let's deal with that. Seems like it could work. Of course, I can put this down in the corner too. Oh, wait, wait. Oh, this is almost getting to non-uniqueness. Okay, we have a deadly pattern here. We have to see what that is first. If we do it like this, then we have to do that. But of course, why is this not possible? So of course we have to come here. That's forced. Here, we got our nucleation site. If we come along this way, we get a unit. Now is this forced because why can't it stand? Let's theorycraft for a second then. If we did stand it up, this would have to be a double. It's just a habit. It's a bad habit. And then we got a single here and another double here. Single, double. Working. We got that. Okay. Okay. Terrible. We can't put a double here or a single. We put two singles there. A single there. Is this where the problem's gonna come? Can't do that. Can do that, however. A single. We got a double there. And double. Oh no! Can I ununique this? Like, can I do that? No, I can't. For this, it has to continue like this. So if this is not possible, we ringed around this whole rosy for no reason. Problems. Oh. We could do that. No! Yeah. We got a triple touch here. Can I unmiss this? Okay, let's erase it all. I went above and beyond what the foot was forced. This is forced. So, this corner has to be this guy. Which indicates that this has to be this. And if we got these two guys touching, then we need to do a single. This is the way to do it. We got three shapes. We gotta... The question is, do I go up or do I go right? So what's gonna fit in here? We can't single here. We can't single. So this has to grow and it has to go this way. We can't undo it. Then we can't grow this way. We have to go up. This has to be a double. We can't double here, but then we have to double here. Alright, we got a corner, which means this has to be a single. This is the way to do it. Money for nothing. And my clicks for free. Alright. We gotta escape this noise. We got a single here. Oh, we got some freedom here. Let freedom reign. We gotta... Well, this has to be a double. Now it can go this way. And if it does, it breaks the puzzle. Super hard, so it has to go that way. And this has to do this, which implies that. This is not guaranteed. It can be a single double. So we need a double here. It can't go that way to touch, so it has to come up this way. This is very forced into that. And then we got a double single configuration with another single up there. Looks like we're gonna fit. Now, if we single, we can double like that, and then we're screwed. We can single and we can't square, so we can double, single, and square. We can double single here, and then we can. Oh no! Did I miss a force? Wait a minute. No, that's double down here. Has to be a double. Am I seeing this wrong? We can't do this. Oh, we can do single, single, double. Like, faith in myself. I have faith in myself. Alright, we got the 6 and a 5 left, huh? Nothing on the island over there. You're a 1. You're different. You're a... my brain just scrambled. Okay, we got a number of forces. Shift, shift, click. Shift, shift, click. Shift, shift, click. We have a nucleation site here. We are not restricted in what shapes we can use. However, we are mingle shaped. So we can't get a single. So we can T. Oh, okay. We can't T there because that's a T. We can T there. We can't get singles in here. So what configuration is going to work here? Yeah. We got the whatever this is. You can't put a 1 here. So this guy has to grow up and grow into there, because otherwise any other configuration he'll leave a 1. He can't touch it. Ah. But that leaves a 1, so we can't do that. Can we do that? That's also possible. This guy's size is not set. These have to be together. These can't be together. Doesn't work. They can't touch. Well, we can do that though. I think that's forced. Otherwise we have this. And that touches that one. I think we're good with this one. Let me do this any other way. No, this forces a touch. Because it has to come down like that, and then this is touching. Of course, if it goes down like that, this breaks. That just breaks. Forced to do this. The question is that this has to go this way because they don't touch otherwise. They'll touch otherwise. Get corner cases here. And that doesn't touch. Thinking we have all this space we can play with. We're not shape banked, so this is a 4. Get pressure up here. So this can't go this way, it can't go this way, it has to go up. Requires this one to go down. Otherwise they'll touch each other. We have a triple in there. And, well, this one could just be like, hey, I can grow whatever I want. We can have a big central area, right? Perhaps. So. There's pressure here. I've made decisions I cannot cash. This guy forced means my guess shape is incorrect. He absolutely has to come down here. That these three are forced. You can go up one or you can go down one. That breaks that. How can we can do this though. All right. L. Well, they can't touch, so it can't go up. That works. That also works. We know this is established. It can't go. It can't go up one more because it'll. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Keep forgetting that we can do this. Not forced at all. This. Now, I think this. This is necessary. Can we do that? We can't have a single there, so we can't do that. It has to come down. We can't. We could do this. No, it forces a single. This one has to be longer than a 4. And it has to. So this forces this one down. Is this unique? Oh wait, we can't put a 2 there. Okay. It's looking promising. These L's are separate. This L is forced. That one. No. One, two, three, four, 5. Crap. That's 6. How am I supposed to do that? We got 2 5s touching each other. Huh. Okay, these 2 2s, they can't touch each other. And the only way they can avoid that is by going in opposite directions. So this is definitely true. The problem is that this guy's shape is pretty forced. If we break this and make this a 3, then we're stuck with a 1 here. We can't do that. Can't, however, flip this. Then we're stuck with a 1 block. We can't do this. If I get this guy out. We could do that. No, we can't do that. That would lead to a 1. This guy is like, if he's up here, then this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We can't stick this guy in there. This is not. You can't do this any other way. Can't put them together. And if they turn, if any of them turns, they'll touch the other one. So we can't do like this. This is absolutely 100%. Like no. Can't touch the other two. Can't touch the other two. So it looks like this has to be this shape, but then it's touching this, and it doesn't work. It implies that this has to get here, but then it's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, touching a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we can't do that either. How's this gonna grow? Could do this. Then we have a 3 touching a 3. The corner's causing me a lot of problems. Can't see how to do it. Can't trap a 1 in here. It can't be a 4 because it touches this. Wait a minute. You can turn. We're not. You can turn like that. Let's see if this works out. Did I just go through all that rigmarole? Because I forgot I can turn more. Can we get a shape in here? We can do a triple. Oh, okay, then we have this problem. How do we get this guy out of here? Okay. The second problem is this weird shape. It can't dip down because then it overlaps. This has to come up, otherwise it sequesters a 1. So we gotta make this shape work like this. I think that's forced. There's no other way this can go. Like, it's touching there, it can't touch that. This has to go this way. So now this is going to cause problems. We can't do this because it touches another L. We can't put them together because that makes this a 3. Touches another 3. We can't extend this up, that makes it a 1. Can't do that, okay, so this has to be this, like this. Alright, slowly grow this out. That forces this. This guy can then go like that. And then we have these. You can have a 2 down here. Okay. All that work when this was way pressured and I should have dealt with that first. Now we're gonna have trouble with the W. W has to come here. There's just no way I can do it any other way. This can go that way, and then we have a weird shape. Stops a single from being there. We make that longer. Huh. I'm gonna do that. No, we can't. Great. Can't go this way. This goes down. Stuck again. Like, it's just... It's too pressured. Why? Then we have these two shapes touching each other. This seems all forced to me. This conglomerate. Maybe the W can go another way. Oh, that is a W. It's still a problem. We can do. Then we can. Ah, the W. Oh, and this is actually we can't do that. It blocks. This blocks this guy completely. If we go this way, it forces that, which touches that. This forces a 1, so this is absolutely 100% like this. We get a W there. We get a 1 touching. We can't do that. We could do that. And then we get this shape touching this, or that touching that. We can't do this. This W is wrong. Wow, this is really tough. Nothing is working. This can grow. How do I get this to work? Problem is, like, this L is forced. If I can't do this L... Oh, this L can come down. Like, what shape can I get out of this? Like, it can't be a W, because it'll touch the W. It has to be like that? Can I, like, do a weird sequester? Not allowed, because it's going to touch this. Not allowed, because it's going to touch that. Not allowed, because it's going to touch that. So it has to grow down like this. Which means this has to come up here. Which blocks this L. This L is not blocked anymore. We have that W with this guy. And we have a 1-1. We're screwed. Oh, okay, it's not as bad as I thought it was. What? Oh, this is the 6 shape. Not a W. Oh wait, this is the same shape. Ah, but we can just join here. We can just make this gigantic. We can't single it, so this is unique. It fit in there. Or we can single. We can double down here. Okay. Oh, it touches. I forgot. I really hope all this is forced. Oh, I forgot we can grow this. Wow. Like, this does look a little different than the W, and I'm like, oh, it is different than the W. Yeah, not paying attention to this wasted a lot of time. Not paying attention to that. But yeah, being able to grow these guys. Yowza. So 6 left. This is my final attempt. Alright, let's try it. We have a shape bank, we have polyominoes, and we have Mingle shape. We have... like that. So, this can't be a 3, because of this. A 2 and a 3. Can't do a 3 there either. A 3 can't come out. It's gonna touch. You can't do this either because they're gonna touch each other. So I think this is forced. Now the question is, can we do it the other way? We can. That's annoying. So let's find something else. We have a similar problem here. One and two twos. Oh, we can do that. Like, again, this is not forced. So it's like, what's stopping us from doing this? This one seems to have more pressure. I think the singles have to be here. Now, that's which way do the doubles grow? That's the question. We have two possibilities. But we like, what is this not right? Like, can I do that? It can't do that. Let's just prove our hypothesis. Then it touches there. I can't do that either. Can we do this? Can we fill in this? A double, a single, a double. That works. So again, we have the twos sticking out like this. This is a vertical, a horizontal, and a vertical. Can we deal with this? We can have two singles up there. We can have a double here. Single, double. The triple has to go this way. There's a single here. Single in that corner. And a single in that corner. It's broken. Wonderful. Wonderful. Not forced. The same problem over here. This requires a double. This requires a double, that requires a single. To get out of here. Oh, we got some deadly patterns happening here. We need to find more pressure. That's a single corner. Well, I don't know if this is right. Which means that's the double coming out this way. Single, single. Does it necessarily have to be symmetrical? Can it be? It looks symmetrical. So stop it from touching that one. Alright. I'm committing to this, although it could be completely wrong. So this has to be a double. Let's see if this works. Why am I filling this in? It has to be a single. It has to be a double. It has to be a single. Alright, we got it. Oh, okay, we can go two directions here. Oh, this guy has to go this way. There's a double up here, a double in the corner, and a single there. So we have this corner, which means a single. The triple comes this way. That makes that a double 100%. Oh no! That has to be a single. Double can't grow that way. We got a single requirement. This guy had to grow this way. We got the double single over here. Is it symmetrical? It might be. Hope this works. I don't want to do this all over again. Single, double, single. Life is beautiful. Alright. I think that's it. How many pluses did we get? +2. This tells me we missed something. Please have a nice little one hiding behind a bush or something. Alright. I'll cut it here, and then I'll continue to look. If I find it, back. Found one in the windmill. It's a 4. Oh, let's do it. Yowza. You are forced. Oh, they're not forced because I forgot. You can stick them together. Must be one of these guys. We're not restricted. Like, so we can do this. However, we can't have a 1. That's not allowed either. Maybe the pressure's in this shape. Can't do that. I think we found it. It's here. This is forced. Well, yeah, it's forced. You can't do that. Can't do that. You must do this. Can't do this, so they have to be together. We're ringing around the rosy. Okay. We can't... this guy is still ambiguous. Can't do that. Can't do that. Oh, we can do this, though. Yeah, maybe we gotta look at these guys. We can stretch up. We have a problem here. We have to go horizontal at least once. We can recess into there. No, that breaks things. That also breaks. Huh. How is this gonna work? If they're horizontal, we're forced to do this. We can't go horizontal. It's simply not gonna work. Space here. Recess. That breaks. This guy simply can't go this way. He'll touch. He has to go up, and this is the only way it'll fit. This is forced. So we got a 2. Now the problem here is we can't do this either, because that's... Then they touch. So it has to go here, which breaks the puzzle. So the puzzle's broken. No. No. Wait a minute, this works. That doesn't work, so that has to happen. And we can recess into here. And then we can do a vertical. Recess into there. Recess into there. Oh. Yeah, we have some... Okay. Hold on. These guys are forced. Maybe they can go vertical. No, this guy's forced to come down. This guy's forced to go up. Can't do that either. Alright, we're getting close to it. The weak side is here, I think. Because this... Yeah, it's over here. This has to come down. And the only way it'll work is if it touches there. This forces this not to be here. Okay. It's the only place where we have them touching. Yeah, okay. So, what about this? Can't do that. We can't do that. So this configuration would force... Ah, we have a touch up here. Okay, this is the next part. It can't do that, so it has to touch this one. Which I think was what we had before. But then this... These guys can come out. We're not sure. No more touching ones. Oh, we can't go horizontal. Because it just breaks. So this has to be vertical. And we can't go vertical down this way. It breaks there. So we're stuck with this. Which means we're absolutely stuck. We're getting something similar to what we had before. We're absolutely stuck with this. So now we have to go vertical. As in now, as in we have been the whole time. Because we have to. This vertical does not work. Because it breaks. So we have to go here. Because it can't touch. So this is forced. And this is forced, which breaks the puzzle. Okay, we have a force that's not forced. Gotta be around here. Can't go that way. Has to go that way. Then with this guy... That's no. No. Has to be. So these are our nucleation points. This guy could be vertical. Let's see if our other forces... I'm covering my mouth. They're still working. That forces this. And this is stuck. Broken. I don't see it. Like, why? There's got to be some other configuration with this that I'm not seeing. Like that's already broken. We can't do this. They'll touch. Then we get vertical. Now wait a minute. What? What just happened? Can I shift click? Alright. I was doing something wrong. Yes, forced. I can shove it over one. Okay. Now I think we're done here. Snap. I'll snap back. Bye.